На фокус след новините продължава. Хиляди убити при антиправителствените протести в Иран, като броя им расте. Според Human Rights Watch вече се говори за около 12 000 души. Америка говори за бъдеща намеса, ако убийствата продължават на фона на убедеността на управляващите в Иран, че протестите са инспирирани отвън. На фокус е Хамид Хошсияр, който е иранец, живее в България и работи с деца бежанци в лагера в Хармани. Здравейте! Hello!
Hello.
So tell me, what do you think will happen in Iran?
Right now, I think so many people being killed, and it seems that in some area the government was able to suppress the protest, but so many people died, and people are angry. Iranians are so angry, not only from the regime, but from so many other stakeholders, international stakeholders. But this will come back, and next time it will be more brutal.
So tell me, what in your first of all, did you have the possibility to speak with your relatives, with your friends?
Everything is cut down. No internet, no telephone. Even some areas inside Iran cannot communicate with each other, and it's like more than 200 hours of blackout. So the only time I talked with my family was few days ago, less than a minute. Only my mother said that everyone is alive. And I don't know if she was saying the truth or she just says something to appease us. And so many things change after that. So there is no communication.
How big is your family there?
I have like with my cousins, if I count, they are more than 50.
More than 50.
Yeah.
Tell me about, before telling me about your story, do you think that these protests are inspired from outside sources like America and Israel? This is what the official authorities in your country are saying.
No, if you look at the beginning was because suddenly the price of everything skyrocketing increased, and the value of the money decreased. Like everyone suddenly lose 25% of their wealth. And also before that, there was so many other protests happened, which none of them have any relation with foreigners. But for a long time, this regime, whenever they have a problem, they said that, oh, it's because of the foreigners, because they don't want to take any responsibility. And they assume because they're coming from God, they cannot have any mistake. So this is the reason they call this from Israel or United States, but people are doing it because of themselves.
Do you think that the United States will intervene in Iran?
From what I see, the same things happened in the past. And for example, I'm mentioning some things because Trump had a tweet that they promised they stop execution. But back in the time, there was another tweet from him. He asked for a stop execution of Navid Afkari. And they accepted. After a few times, they killed him. They hanged him. So this is only the game that regime play to buy time. And I don't see any intention in Western, let's say, politician to do anything. They're just saying that we are with Iranian people, but nothing more than that. And if I may to say, some Iranian was writing about it that they said that we are standing with Iranian, but please take a chair, sit down, you will be tired. And so I don't think, even if there be some hitting, it will be very low just to say that I did this. But I don't think there will be any change in the outcome. I hope there will be some change in outcome.
So what's the future, in your opinion? What will happen?
One way or another, Iranian will topple this regime down. The only difference is that when. And the more it's become longer, the more radical will people become, the more brutality will become. And we shouldn't forget that we are dealing with the regime who teach Assad how to stop the protests in Syria. You see that how many people being killed with chemical weapons inside Syria. The same IRGC is doing the crime against humanity back in Iran right now. And I remember, for example, 2022 during Women Life Freedom, we was asking everyone, please recognize IRGC as terrorist organization. Please kick out their diplomats. But none of them happened. And now a terrorist group like IRGC become a group who do crime against humanity. I start to hear the stories. Very few stories come out of Iran. Just on the way here, I was hearing another one. And they're using machine guns against people who doesn't have anything. So they're killing by hundreds.
Tell me about your story. How did you come in Bulgaria? You have a really dramatic way of surviving this that happened to you during your escape. You made a Facebook group in Iran was making jokes with the regime.
I didn't make this Facebook group. This Facebook group exists, but I was one of the people who was writing there. There was few of us writing there. I never understood how many of us been arrested, but in one day they arrest all of us. And I remember it was early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning or 5:30, and they enter our house like thieves. They didn't knock the door. They opened the door, came inside, and after that they arrest me. There was 5 people I saw. After that I understood there was more of them, and after they arrest me, they searched everything at home. They took all my handwritings, digital equipment. But just want to say that how they don't care about anything. For example, my little sister that time, for a long time she have a trauma because she just opened her eyes and see a stranger man with gun in front of her. And the same things happened to me. I remember clearly that the moment I was asking them why you are arresting me, they said they didn't say anything. They just put the coat aside and show me the weapon they carry. That's all.
Which year was that?
Let me check because we have different calendar. I should check that. It was 23rd May 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
So you were imprisoned and you were tortured there.
For 130 days, I was in solitary confinement with a lot of different kind of tortures, physically and mentally. And after that, I get out with bail for a while. Then I had the court, and at the court, I had been sentenced for another 2 years, and I go to jail again after that.
How did you escape?
Uh,
How did you leave the country?
after I finished the sentence.
After that?
No, I was leaving for a few years after I finished the sentence. But the thing is that we don't have free media in Iran. There was a network of prisoners who was in prison before, and now they are out. They still have some friends inside inside the prison, and it was like a network of people who bring out the news from inside the prison to give it to other medias abroad or civil societies abroad. So I was part of these things, and again it was interesting that there was a guy who sentenced to execution, and nobody knows about him because the security forces promised their family, if you be quiet, we will help him, which was never coming.
Tell me about the jokes that you were making with the regime. You were writing in this Facebook group, but what kind of jokes? Was it so harsh? Was it so...
So, in Iran, there is no difference between policy and religion. So, what we did, we took one of their holy person and we make it like a hero of our stories. But these stories doesn't have a specific time. Sometimes this was 1,000 years ago. Sometimes this was now, and sometimes these characters that we had was talking what politicians say. Sometimes they was talking what like the holy people in the past was saying.
Did you know that you were doing something that can bring you such kind of problems?
Of
Because
course.
Iranians
Yeah.
are religious people. You are religious people, so you're very
Not anymore.
sensitive in this kind of matter.
Yeah, but the thing is that we know all people who was writing there. We know the danger, just like what's happening right now. When people go out, they just say goodbye to their family members, to their friends. Some of them writing their death wishes or make it in social media. We know that when we go out, there is possibly not never to came back. Same things was happening for me that time. When I was writing these things, I was sure that something's going to happen to me, but I didn't care it.
So how did you escape? And you said something just a minute ago that you are not anymore religious. Why?
Not me. I'm an atheist for a long time. From age of 14, 15, I started to become. But the Iranian, I want to say that Iranian now, according to the last statistic from some free, let's say, organization made, this not officials, 25% of Iranian is agnostics or atheists. Another 25% only believe in God without any religion. So almost half of the population don't believe in a superpower or any religion.
So tell me, how did you come and in Bulgaria, and why did you stay here?
So I came by walking alone. I didn't use any smugglers or something like this because I didn't want to pay money to them. I don't know what will happen to that money. This is very important for me, and it's increased the risk. So I crossed the border. I swim the river between Bulgaria and
You
Turkey.
almost drowned there?
I was thinking about it before, but after that, exactly after the river, a few hours after that, I'd been arrested. But it was very hard for me to cross the border, to swim that river, to find my way. And after that, it was very hard time for me because uh, even before that, until I get a status in Bulgaria, every night I have a nightmare. Every single night I saw myself in my dreams that I'm running or I'm driving very fast and somebody is chasing me. And these things was with me until 2020. Let's say end of 2020, when I, even after I get a status, still I had these nightmares, but now I don't have it anymore.
Why do you think? What happened to you? You work with kids a lot in Harmanli. Do you think that helped you? Dealing with their trauma helped your trauma?
The main thing is safety for me because you asked me in the previous question why I stay in Bulgaria, because the only things I want was safety, and I have it here. I don't need anything else. Everywhere in the world I should work, the sky is the same, but the difference is safety. This is the reason I stay in Bulgaria, and also I love Bulgaria, of course. It's very beautiful, very nice nature, very nice people, very nice culture, so similarity between Iranian culture and Bulgarian culture. But when I see other people who suffering from different kind of traumas, but feeling the same pain I felt, I want to work with them. I want to give them opportunity to raise their voice because I have experienced how it's painful to raise your voice and how it's important to raise your voice.
Thank you so much. You traveled from Harmanli right now for this interview. I hope that the next hours you will have the possibility to hear from your relatives and friends in Iran. And really, we are all watching with a lot of attention right now to Tehran and what will happen in the next hours.
Thank you so much to have me here, and I hope some good things happen, but I'm not optimistic.
Thank you. А вие останете с новото реалити на нова телевизия, вече играе Стоичков. Did you have many